Look, we got fucking turkeys. Wild turkeys. They just came and walked across my driveway when I was in my kitchen making dinner, and they went over to the church because they had a gun pointed at their head. Yeah, my gun. So everybody in the church started looking at me, so I couldn't really do anything. Well, there they go. Fucking turkeys. It's like December 8th or something like that. 4 or 5 degrees out. It's pretty nice. Alright, so we're in the German engineering and we got our Timmies here. Congratulations to Brian Kovich, I believe his name is. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. From BC. You won the JVC deck, buddy. Yeah, you got her. I had to give a hint though, but I made a hint public on the Facebook fan page. Basically the hint was, come on, it's delicious, because there's only a couple hours left in the contest. Brian, you got it right, buddy. You're the first one to PM me all the songs and artists and make the connection. Yep, they all had beer in them. That's right. Delicious, delicious beer. So, you win the JVC deck, and I'll be shipping that out Monday evening after work. So, congratulations, and we'll do another one coming up, I don't know when, soon. But, yeah. So anyways, we're going to the shop right now. Got this Curbinator, good old Curbinator right here. Oh, that's for a little Suzuki 250 quad that a customer dropped off. Got a lot of issues, but we'll have her fixed up in no time. Okay, so here's the quad that I'm working on today. It's a Suzuki quad runner. I think it's a 160 or something like that. Don't remember exactly, but there she is. And as you can see, I got the carburetor pulled off of it. I've got the fuel tank open as well. Here's the fuel cap, and you can see it's pretty rusty and shitty, so we're going to clean that up and flush the old shitty green gas out of this before I put the freshly rebuilt carburetor back on, because obviously we don't want the carburetor getting plugged up with shit. So we'll get that on and get this fuel drained out. Okay, so I've got the hose into a bucket here. Bucket green. Well, that's no good, is it? That's cool. We got some fresh stuff right there. Whenever you're draining fuel out of a quad or motorcycle or anything like that, kind of like I'm doing right now, you always put the fuel switch to reserve, and that's because that's taking fuel from the lowest part of the tank now, so you get all of it out. Here's the fuel that I took out just now. As you can see, it's like a greenish yellow, really nasty, old, stale, shitty fuel. And I've just poured some fresh fuel in, and then shook the quad around to kind of rinse the tank. And now we're draining that into this jug, which will also be discarded of. Or we'll use it for a fire or something. Okay, carburetor's back in. The settings should be pretty close to what they were when I stripped it all apart. I paid very close attention to where the idle and high-speed mixture screws were sitting when I took it apart. Now we're going to go ahead and turn the fuel to the on position. The bowl's going to fill up. Make sure the needle receipt is working. So we'll just keep an eye on the overflow here. So far, so good. No leaks. This is the bottom of the overflow hose, and it's dry. So let's do a first start with the new rebuilt carburetor. Remember that it will need some adjustment yet, likely anyways, or could get lucky and it might be perfect. Take one. Some choke. We'll let it warm up and we'll see. We might not even have to, we'll let it warm up and see. I might not even have to adjust the carburetor at all. So that's with the choke on. Oh, that's a low idle, eh? That's pretty good there. Now before you couldn't rev this thing at all, it would just go up a little bit and then just bog right out and completely die. So let's see how much RPM range we have now. Hard to shift with my foot with a stupid lever on here. I think somebody was using this for hunting, hence the gun rack on the front. Now, if you guys could hear that sound, almost sounds like loose rattling metal. think it's this chain bouncing around and it's really dry, so we're going to try lubing it up. The sprocket's there. It's not terrible shape, but you know. I'm also going to put a jack underneath the hitch here and run it up in the air so I can see if I can't pinpoint this noise. Oh, the noise sounds like it's actually this roller right here. That's no big deal. Let's just lube her up and go on our way here. Wow, does that ever idle nice? If I were these guys, I would take this dumb thing off. This big handle. I'd leave the gun rack though, that's cool. Okay, I've got the brakes done, serviced up all nice. Now, here's the issue. We've got a bad front sprocket. Worn down, broke, so that'll have to be replaced. I'm going to call the customer now and see what he wants to do, if he wants to come and pick the quad up, because other than this, it's all good to go, and this is a really easy thing to fix. It sounds so good in here right now, everything's alive. We got the quad running. Nice. It's a little quiet though. We got this old girl going. Hell yeah. That's a nice one. Beautiful. There you go for the person that commented my mass airflow's on backwards. Wrong. We got the little stock one running. And we got the bike running. That's how you know she's cold out. I can see my breath and I can see my car's breath. Look at that nice steady even flow, and then you got this lumpy flop 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 flop. Anyways guys, basically carbon monoxide's getting pretty intense up in here even with the door open. So I'm going to start shutting these vehicles down. I think I'll probably end the video about here. I did find a sprocket for this quad. It's about 30 bucks. However, it's about 45-minute drive from here to go pick it up. And I wasn't able to get a hold of the customer. I'm waiting for him to call me back. Well, this is how you clean up old shitty burnt gas. I had it in this bucket here that I drained out of the quad, and I just poured it into a container. And there's some spillage, a little more than I anticipated, but this is how we clean it up so it doesn't sink into the ground. And when it's done, you're just left with a steamy ground. Cool. Well, time to get into little 8 off and head home. Well, here's the end of my video. I just walked in my house and it smells so good. I wish you guys could get a whiff of this. So before I left to go out to the shop, I put a roast in the slow cooker. It smells so good. Nice beef roast. Lots of potatoes in there. There's mushroom, onion, celery, carrots, and garlic cloves, and I think there's a couple other things I forgot. And some spices, herbs and stuff like that, and a little bit of Frank's Red Hot sauce, just a little. And if you notice on the top there's actually that yellow, that's a little bit of prepared mustard that I stir in with it, and the taste is just phenomenal. Anyways guys, well, I'm going to get into a James Ready and a pepperoni. Really good. And throw this video together for you guys. So, anyways, there you go. It's better than nothing. Not a lot going on, so it's the best I can do. Cheers and beers.